Whenever someone releases or pops a helium balloon, we are left with a bunch of small helium atoms. Each atom consists of 2 neutrons, 2 protons, and 2 electrons, resulting in a total atomic weight of 4.0026 AMU. The 2 most abundant elements in Earth's air are nitrogen and oxygen, each of which weigh 10 more AMU than helium does, making helium much lighter than both of them. This is the reason why helium balloons and helium particles float up above Earth's air, and then float out of the atmosphere. Because helium is constantly floating off Earth's atmosphere, we could run out of this precious resource in the next 25 to 30 years.
But why is this important, and who is affected by helium loss? Number 1 is hospitals. Helium prices are still hiking because of their limited availability. This is stretching hospitals' restocking budget and stopping them from using that money for other things. Hospital patients are also affected by the helium loss. High helium prices are making MRIs more expensive for patients. Currently, an MRI scan costs $400 to $3,500, depending on the body part. Finally, the economy is suffering from helium loss. The general public is pouring money into a depleting, non-renewable resource, although these funds could go elsewhere to benefit citizens. We wanted to find the best way to conserve helium and looked into where it was being wasted the most. It turns out that 23% of helium waste comes from cryogenics. Since helium is a liquid at very low temperatures, it is used as a cryogenic substance. It is most known for cooling down the large superconducting magnets in MRI machines. Whenever the super cold liquid helium touches these hot magnets, it goes through vaporization and is turned into a gas. This gaseous helium is then released through the helium exhaust pipe and floats out of the atmosphere. MRI machines hold up to 1,700 liters of helium and have to be refilled every 3 to 4 months. This means MRI machines lose about 6,800 liters of helium every year. This is a growing problem, and again, the Earth could be out of helium entirely in the next 25 years.
And that's why we created the Helicume vacuum. Helicume is an inexpensive and effective way for hospitals to conserve helium. It is easily attached to the ventilation pipe, and a suction vacuum sucks all the excess helium particles through PVC tubes, propelling them into a helium tank. This helium tank can later be reused by the hospitals and saves them money on rebuying helium. We started building a customized stainless steel stand to hold the vacuum and serve as support for the helium tank. We then designed a thick, flexible tubing that can be used on quench vents of varying heights, and added a rubber attachment ring. In order to make the entire system weatherproof, we constructed a thin capsule to contain the vacuum and battery hub. After creating this variation, we realized that many hospitals may use larger helium tanks, so we created a second design that can hold a larger tank. This design variation is more structurally sound and makes the tank less prone to tipping. Our cost per unit is $470.06, while our sale price is $12,147, which makes our net profit $11,676.94 per unit. Hospitals pay approximately $14 per liter of liquid helium, which means they spend over $12,096 per year purely on helium. By purchasing one Helicume vacuum, they would reduce the amount of money spent on having to rebuy helium by almost 100%, which is why the cost for one unit is so high. In the long run, reusing helium rather than rebuying it saves much more money for the hospital.
In addition to the price for one Helicume comes the extra expenses. Hospitals can purchase a 1-year maintenance plan, an initial installation from our company, as well as extra parts or replacements. This allows us to make profit on top of the product itself by offering services to help the hospital staff maintain the Helicume without an extra hassle for them. Compared to companies currently on the market, Helicume is far superior, with easy installation, selling in US markets, a high conservation rate, and is inexpensive to manufacture. Our competitors won't even come close. There are a total of 6,146 hospitals in the US alone, and our goal in year 1 is to reach 2% of those hospitals, or in other words, around 123 hospitals. If we meet our goal, this would be a total of $1,494,081 in revenue. Each year, our goal is to reach an additional 2% of hospitals on top of the ones that we've reached in previous years. Our 5-year projection is a total of $22,411,215. Although it may seem like a difficult goal, past examples in the helium and hospitalization industry show that it is surely plausible, especially with a product that is so innovative and new. These are the team members Kierra, Wang, and Tesla Pratt. Thank you.